state. And whereas, despite this shortfall, local governments collectively paid approximately $900,000 for surplus items through the program, receiving goods worth many times that amount, demonstrating the program's high return on investment and value to Arkansas communities. And whereas the closure of the program disproportionately affects small and rural municipalities that rely on affordable access to durable equipment to maintain public safety infrastructure and essential services, and whereas the Arkansas Legislative Council's Joint Performance Review Committee has heard testimony from local officials and emergency responders urging a fiscal impact study and reconsideration of the program's closure, and whereas the city of Ozark has directly benefited from this program in the past and recognizes its critical role in supporting local government operations, now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Ozark, Arkansas, that we strongly support the revival or replacement of the Arkansas Federal Surplus Property Program. That number 2, that we urge the Governor, Arkansas General Assembly, and relevant state agencies to explore sustainable funding models or partnerships to restore this vital service. And 3, that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the Department of Public Safety, the Arkansas Legislative Council, and our local legislative delegation.
Motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Tyler,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Minor,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yeah.
And the next thing you have there is an ordinance, and this is pertaining to elections by ward and not at large. So Susan, if you want to comment on any of this.
City of Ozark, we went to board-based voting. The last thing I found was in the early 2000s, ward-based based on the population, so that there are 3 wards where the population is equally distributed, so that no ward has more votes than the other. They have a new Act 283 of 2025 in Little Rock, where they are requiring that we pass an ordinance stating that our city is going to continue or we're going to have the ward-based voting. If we don't pass this, it will throw us into the
At large.
at large. I've been calling it free range, but it's at
Free range alderman.
But if we do not go with the wards, it would just be an at-large election where anybody from anywhere can run. But that's the gist of the ordinance, is to pass that, and we pass it and we send it in. They get us on the list so that they know how we're voting.
So I need a motion to add this to the agenda. There again, this came after the agenda came out, but we have got to get on this, because there again, it has a January deadline.
A motion to
Add it
and read it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
We have a motion to add to the agenda and read. Need a second,
I'll
please?
second it.
Tyler,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Minor,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yeah.
An ordinance evidencing the intent of the City of Ozark to elect its council members by ward, declaring an emergency for other purposes and for an emergency. Whereas Arkansas Code Annotated 1443-307 details the requirements for the election of council members of the cities of the first class, whereas Act 283 of 2025 amended Arkansas Code 1443-307 to require that all cities with mayor-council form of government who elect council members by ward to enact and file an ordinance with the county clerk. And whereas the City of Ozark is a city of the first class of Arkansas, and there is need to adopt an ordinance evidencing the city's intent to elect its council members by ward, now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Ozark, Arkansas, Section 1, that all council members of the City of Ozark shall be elected by ward. Each council member shall be voted upon by the qualified electors of the ward from which he or she is a candidate. Section 2, the city has established wards of substantially equal population so that each council member elected from each ward shall represent substantially the same number of people in the city. Section 3, that all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith hereby repealed to the extent of the conflict. Section 4, the provisions of this ordinance are hereby declared to be severable. If any section, phrase, or provision should be declared or held invalid, such invalidity shall not affect the remainder of the section's phrases or provisions. Wherefore, the city council has determined that the immediate passage of this ordinance is necessary for the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of Ozark. Therefore, an emergency is hereby declared to exist. This ordinance should be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Need a motion to dispense with the second and third reading and read by title only.
Motion to read by title only.
Need a second, please.
Second.
Hyler,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Maker,
Yes.
Minor,
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
An ordinance evidencing the intent of the city of Ozark, Arkansas to elect its council members by ward, declaring an emergency for other purposes and for an emergency. An ordinance evidencing the intent of the city of Ozark, Arkansas to elect its council members by ward, declaring an emergency for other purposes and for an emergency.
Discussion.
Okay,
I'm not clear on this. Is it not possible for us to stay the way we are now?
That's what you're doing.
that's what you're doing, but you have to have this.
This is still voting at large in the city for the individual wards?
Yes, as you run in Ward 3.
Okay.
But otherwise,
I was reading
anybody
this
could-
as,
Ward 2 voters won't vote in Ward 3 elections.
huh?
Ward 2 voters will not vote in Ward 3
See,
elections.
currently, we vote citywide for each ward. So can-
Right.
we can't stay doing that?
That's gonna be up to you.
I
That's
would
why
rather
they're
stay that
passing-
way. Keep wards, but vote citywide. That's the way it's been for forever.
I
Don't
mean,
see a
this is
reason
just
to.
what the league is putting out there. They're giving it to the cities to have more local control, so it is up to you.
So,
What's the rest of the council think?
Well, it says it shall be elected by ward. That's what this ordinance says, that, I guess the municipal league drafted this.
They did.
But that's opposite of what we
It says
do
it'll be
now.
elected
But
by ward.
We're elected
And
by,
whether that's, if you're,
They're elected by ward
They're
now, but
elected by
everybody
ward,
gets to vote.
but everybody
for
gets
them.
to vote.
They have to live in that ward
well, this,
to run.
but the next line says, the council members shall be voted upon by the qualified electors of the ward.
Of the ward, that
from
would
which he or she
mean,
is a candidate. I don't know if that's legal to have an at-large election for ward members, or, for wards.
that's my question.
Kind of like the quorum court,
That's
like if
something
you're
I'd
in
have
the
to look into.
Right, at the
district, you can only vote in that
Well, I would
district.
like to know
Right.
that answer.
Yeah. So was there like a repercussion if we don't, Susan?
They'll all be.
Unless the rest of the council's
It's-
against me on it, and if that's the
No,
case,
I'm-
then fine.
No.
I agree with you.
Go ahead.
If we don't, if this, we go into the at-large, totally at-large.
So it's either this way or totally at large, you think?
Yeah, it's either by ward, you vote by wards or
So the-
at-large.
Are you saying the
January 1st.
positions would be at large as well?
Pardon?
Are you saying the positions would be at large as well?
Yeah, city council.
I believe so.
Oh,
I don't want positions at large,
I
but
mean, it's
I
a
like
new
the
act
voting at
that was
large.
just enacted by the legislature this year.
So, let's see if I'm understanding this right too, is, right now, we vote, it's at large for all council members.
Yes.
From a
All
particular ward.
citizens.
If
No,
we
they-
don't, if we don't vote this in,
Oh, that's correct. If you don't vote that in, then it'll all be.
you lose the wards and it goes by at large. So it'd be no more 2 from this area, 2 from this area, 2 from this area.
so there's not a compromise here. It's not, it's gonna be one direct way or the other.
Yeah.
Today we do wards for city council members, but an at-large
Vote.
Voting.
Mm-hmm.
But my understanding is that's probably not an option.
It's not an option.
No, it's like I said, it's either or by January the 1st. And then you're stuck with it for another year. And then next year it's an election year. I guess that's why they brought this up, so that everybody's clear and it's published of how you're
That's why they
voting.
drafted a uniform
Mhm.
ordinance
Mhm.
for everybody, to make everybody the same and clean.
Well, if that's the only two options, I'd rather stay warded.
Yeah, because that makes it fair for the,
Yeah, I think so too.
So this isn't saying that you're just electing them by ward?
No,
Means you're
it's
voting
saying-
by
I mean,
Ward two.
You elect by
So that
ward,
means
can't vote.
I won't be able to
Oh.
vote for you.
Only people
is
who
what it
live in
means.
your ward can vote.
Can vote.
It's not like she
That
said,
ward.
like the quorum court, you have to live in
Yeah.
that district
Well, that's
to
not gonna
vote for
work.
that person.
Yep.
That's how quorum court works.
Yeah.
But it's either that or the whole thing is at large.
and then there
You
would
can have
just be
multiple council
6
members
positions,
coming
it didn't
out
matter
of
where you
any
live,
ward.
Any ward.
right?
Correct.
Well, not if it's,
If it's all at large.
If it's all at
if
large,
it's
yeah.
all at large.
And it could be all 6 people from Ward 1.
Right next door, next door,
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
Right down the line on one street.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah,
No. That's the two options. I'm going at ward. We'll have to call a special meeting, vote
I
for
think
it.
you have.
Yeah.
That's been something that the city clerk has had to deal, I mean,
I
that,
haven't learned about it until tonight.
And I called, and I talked with Tammy Sisson, the county clerk, and she did not really have any different information, other than it's this or,
If y'all wanna take a chance on a special meeting, I'll be happy to look into it, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
well,
I
we
didn't-
have a meeting
I
next
got
Monday
the copy of
night.
this about 10 minutes before you did.
we have a budget meeting.
We have a
I was
budget
gonna say, can we
meeting
add it
next
to the
Monday
budget
night, so
meeting
you could
after?
add it, we could do that then if y'all want to. And she can get you some more information.
I can gather more information.
I would rather
Yeah.
do that.
Next
Have
Monday.
more information.
I'll make a motion to table this till next Monday night.
Do we need to go ahead and say now that we're having a special meeting that night?
Yeah,
Yes.
just ask for it to
On-
be next Monday night.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
and we're
voting-
having a special
Yes.
council meeting ahead of our budget
There you
committee.
go. Got all that.
I just wanna make sure we're 100% clear on it's either or and not, we can't stay the way we are.
Well, and when you get that information, you can send it out to them
Okay.
before the meeting.
Need a second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor.
I'll second it.
Meyer,
Yes.
Minor. Yes. Harris.
yes,
Baker,
Yes.
Belton,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Next, we have public input. Kevy? Give me just a second to get my timer, please. I had to wait, I've got to get my timer going. Okay.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, first,
You're not, I turned it down. Okay.
okay. First, I want to just
Okay.
ask the council, I see how other commissions give report every month, and I think it would be nice for the A&P Commission to give report. As you can see tonight, y'all voted on a new member to come in to replace Sherry Grigsby, and I think it would be nice because then the council would know actually what is going on with the A&P, since y'all directly control who is on that, so you actually have control. And the second thing that I want to say is, I believe the way that Roxy and Kevin Barham handled the contract deal tonight was very disrespectful and undermining to the city council. So I'm sorry that happened to y'all, because my understanding from the municipal league and what Philip had to say was that it's the council, they dictate the contract. So I'm sorry that happened to y'all, and maybe it can get resolved in the future. Thank you.
Just a few announcements. Christmas parade and Christmas on the Square is this Saturday, December the 13th. And the event starts at 5. The parade starts at 6 and it goes to 9. Got it. Okay, that's what I had. I thought I was gonna make sure. December the 15th, as you just heard us talking about, will be, if organizations are requesting money from the city, That meeting will follow the special council meeting. City offices and the community center will be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we will also be closed on New Year's Day. All 2026 business license renewal letters will be going out the last week of December and will be $25 if paid for by January 31st. After that is when the price will increase for a license, and that will be in the letter that they receive. So,
The time of the special meeting?
it will start at 5:30, and then we'll have the meeting first, and then the budget meeting will
So at 5:30.
follow. Yes.
Next Monday.
Okay, I need a motion to approve.
One more thing before
Oh.
we adjourn. Susan, will you go ahead and put on old business discussion of city attorney for next month? And I encourage the rest of the council to investigate this as much as I plan on it.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Tyler,
Yes.
Minor,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.